We're here with Councilman Edmond Mack, Ward 8. Made a presentation tonight on charter government for Canton, and you're bullish for charter government in Canton. You called it a no-brainer.
That's right, and I believe that. If you care about good government, then you should care about charter government. It's really the most effective and efficient mechanism to give the citizens of Canton more local autonomy and more control over their form of government.
Now, one of the observations of Kevin Fisher, Ward 5, which I'd like your response to, because along with your comment that charter government's a no-brainer, and one of the matters of presentation that you made that was telling to me was that even if you change nothing, but just go to charter government, Canton is better off. Could you elaborate just a little bit on that in terms of some specifics?
Sure. If you want to make any changes to how our government functions, charter government is the mechanism to do that. So if you want to do something simple, which would be, by way of example, allowing voters to approve or disapprove specific pieces of legislation, more often than not, 9 times out of 10, you cannot do that without the charter form of government. So even if we change nothing structurally with the city of Canton by enacting a charter, but just put the mechanism in place to allow us to make efficient, gradual changes down the road, then Canton is going to be miles ahead with the charter government.
Okay, so it's not a half a dozen of one and 6 of another in terms of the change. The change would be real change, even if there's not a dramatic shift in the structure of Canton city government under a charter form of government.
It could be, but with
it could be, but it may not be.
But it may not be, and the mechanism to put that in place, the tools to allow those changes to happen, are with a charter government. I think the fundamental issue and the primary issue is you have to give our citizens the tools to be able to make efficient and effective changes, and the charter government is that tool.
Now, in talking with Councilman West after tonight's session, my own opinion is that bottom line, he's very worried that a 15-member commission being elected citywide would exclude minority members from that commission. Do you share that concern, and is there a way around that to make sure that all of Canton is a part of a commission?
I don't share the view that any group of people, whether it's north or south, geographically or any other criteria, would be excluded from the Charter Commission. We have persons who serve Canton City at large from the southern part of the city. We have persons who serve on Canton City School Board, which is elected citywide, which has diversity on that school board. I think that working together, making sure as a council that the persons who live in particular wards have persons that they would like to see elected to that commission is something that's very realistic. And to be frank, the notion that this is going to be any kind of exclusionary body, I think it's completely unsupported.
And in the Board of Education context, Canton City Schools, if my memory serves me correctly, African American candidates have been elected over non-black candidates, correct?
That's correct.